Hello, for those of you who have not been following this show, and we have Mr. Tomiwa Dada in Nigeria. We're here in Richardson, Texas. My name is Olamide Bello, and we have Emmanuel Omosoyan here, and we're all based in Richardson, Texas. And now, what we want to go over is predictions of what will probably happen in Nigeria. Before we say this, we will compare the country that things happened in the past, what made it happen, what happened prior to that event. Back in the about 30, 25 or 25 years ago, back in the US, they took prayer, religion out of school. Okay. Technically, I'm not here to talk about religion, but I'm saying religion sometimes bring the moral value to us, right? Don't be this, don't be that. We fear of God, we all this kind of stuff. It's not, it creates a checkpoint. So when religion was taken out of school, you're looking at American history. Kids, the youth today, they don't have any moral value anymore. Now, speaking of that, it just an example that happened 30, like over 25 years ago, because see the impact in the society now. Now, speaking about that in Nigeria, a lot of things have been going on for a long time in Nigeria. And with the advent of technology right now, before when they say someone is in Abuja do something, even before, we assume there's no phone in Nigeria, there's no internet. Nobody will know about the former minister of petroleum that embezzled the money. So it's coming, awareness is circling, and the level of illiteracy is kind of reducing, and people will learn stuff and they will realize they've been cheated by all these politicians. They will realize what is happening in Lagos is not true and what is happening in Lagos is true. Everybody will compound effort together and will get irritated. And the way I'm looking at it, the youth, gradually, people will retaliate. There will be no more room for corruption anymore. If we got to one point, very soon in Nigeria, that when everybody see that once you are a corrupt individual, Nigerians will not even collect your money. No matter how much you want to pay them, they will say, no, your money is from corrupt source. When that point will soon come to Nigeria, where people are so scared that corruption will be like we will see like a shit. But it's a gradual process, it's a gradual thing. And I'm telling you right now, for the leaders today that are investing the money, if we have no room in the future in Nigeria, even their kids, their generation will be wiped out. Because nobody will like them anymore. People will hate them. So it's an opportunity for people in power to really create a future for themselves. Looking at American history, black was slave before, but it has again fought and died. A lot of things go wrong. People die, but look at it this way today. If you look at it, people retaliate, people fight back. It's becoming something, it's the hatred. You can't say, oh, I hate you because you're black anymore. Even though people see display like hatred in one way or the other, but it's not, people are so scared, being very skeptical now. If it happens in Nigeria, look at what happened to the Kwara that I'm not sure if I can remember the name, this former governor in Kwara that came to Kwara, Shambhala Biaji. See how the reaction of people. They burn his house and everything. This is just the beginning. Very soon, everybody will look at every. Go to people's house, Sharaki, any of those people, anybody that can be tied to corruption, people will start killing them because they push Nigeria to the limit. And remember, when people are pushed to it, Nigeria have the most high tolerant, they're the most high tolerant people in the world. But our tolerant level is getting, they pushed short already to the wall. And it's about time people will start fighting back. Look at it now. Nigerians are leaving the country to abroad. Look at it. It's very even difficult for Nigeria to survive in America anymore. Immigration system have changed. People are struggling. People don't get a job. They can't renew their visa. They are running to Canada. So the next step is when they chase them out of Canada, where would they run to? They start running back home. Many Nigerians are trying to go back home now because it's very frustrating abroad. There's nothing to stay. You might be here for 30, 40 years. There's nothing. So Nigeria will soon, there soon be a revolution in Nigeria. And it will be very, very soon. A lot of people will die. So people that are corrupt people that are just, they don't work for the money, they will get everything and they will lose everything, including their generation to come. So that is what I can predict that is coming up in Nigeria. Everybody is getting tired. Now, on this prediction, I really want you guys to talk about this. And what are your views of what do you think is coming will soon happen in Nigeria?
Thank you very much. First of all, I would say Nigeria is going to be a great country.
I agree with you.
Nigeria is going to be one of the most powerful countries in the world. Nigeria will soon start to be lending nations money, borrowing our African brothers some huge amount of knowledge, and taking Africa to the greatest height. I believe in the cause of Nigeria. I believe Nigeria is going to be a better place. It's going to be a home to everybody that's run abroad. I think we will soon be going back home when Nigeria becomes very great, very successful nation. But having said this, we have a lot of work to do. As a youth, we need to stand our ground. We need to reject evil and embrace peace in Nigeria. We need to work towards the greatness of the country. As a youth, we need to censor our actions. We need to start thinking positively towards greatness, towards success in the country. Any youth should allow any politician to use him to cause havoc, to kill his fellow Nigeria, to distort peace in the country. We all youths need to do is to start working towards the wellness of that country. We should leave all those politicians alone. We should leave them aside. We should prove ourselves worthy of a youth that is ready to move a nation forward. When I was in primary school years ago, they taught us that we children are the leaders of tomorrow. That means there is something in us that can make us lead. We are the leaders of tomorrow. We should not be a destroyer of tomorrow. So therefore, I'm urging all Nigerian youth to start thinking positively, to start working towards the greatness of that country. Don't, because of money a politician will give you today, to destroy your generation to come, to destroy the future of your kids. Because you might get that money today, how many millions they give to you is not enough for you to cover the future of your children. Because if you get those money today, tomorrow, your children will suffer for it. So what we need to do is to shun every evil that all these politicians are perpetrating through us. Remember, their kids' schools in abroad, all their families, they move them away from Nigeria. They shelter them. They shield them from any pandemonium that could happen in the country. So therefore, you as a youth, they're giving you money, they're giving you guns to go and kill. Why can't you think that, okay, why is this man giving me this? How about his family? How about his sons? How about his daughter? Why can't he send them out to commit the same? So I urge all of us Nigerians, please and please, especially the youth, anyone that gives you money to go and kill
or vote,
you can get the money, but never perpetrate any evil. In the issue of electoral voting in Nigeria, I think we should orientate other fellows Nigerians that collecting those little money, those chicken change or peanuts, will not do you any good. Because if you take money to vote, you should quite all right know that the person that you voted for is the first thing he's gonna do is to get those money back. And you don't have a voice, you don't have any say, because he already paid you. You already collected money. But if you didn't collect money, you voted for a right candidate, then you should be able to tell him, hey, Mr. Man, what you are doing is wrong. That is not what we send you for. This is what we want you to do. If you don't listen, we can vote you out of it. It works everywhere or elsewhere in the world. Why can't it work in Nigeria? It's because we collect those money, those bag of rice, those little changes they're giving us during election period, and then they shut our mouth up, and we can't talk to them. We can't tell them what to do because we have already collected our birthright. So Nigerians, especially the youth, go out 2019 and vote anyone that is not acting well, that is not leading well in Nigeria. Vote them out. Let them be voted out. That is my advice.
Thank you. Mr. Tomiwa, do you have anything to say on this?
Yes, I have many to. Yeah, first of all, I back up the people collecting money from this politician before they can vote, before they can cast their vote. Anyone who collects money from any politician already set out the future of this country, because what we are experiencing today is not what really happened today. It's something that has happened before, yesterday, some years ago. As a result of what happened some years ago, is what we are experiencing right now. Now, if we can stand up as a youth, try to set up the future for ourselves, know who is capable, able to direct the affair of this country, and we exercise our franchise by casting our votes for him or her. That's number one thing. Number two factor is that youth or individual vote is not counting in this country, in the sense that most of these politicians, they know how to rig the election exercise to bring in whosoever they want to bring in. So that we make mention of revolution. That's the angle where me am perceiving revolution coming to this country. We don't pray for that, but if care is not taken, it will happen one day. Because I could remember some years ago, I was in school then the local government election of Kwara State, of a local government in Kwara State. They conducted the election. I think ACN of that time won the election because that PDP is the ruling party of the state. They denied the APC, the ACN, and they announced the PDPs. That turns to a very big revolution in Offa. So I think if care is not taken, if you don't address that at this time, revolution will come into that angle. Because if this happens every year, there will be a time that people will stand up and fight for their rights. So that is my own contribution towards that. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, another thing I want to talk about is what I'm thinking now in Nigeria is, like in Nigeria, we have religion study at schools, right? If the government make it compulsory, right from kindergarten, small kids, they should make it a class that they will teach our kids anti-corruption. So that way they will start learning that thing from them, because they are growing up now, they are seeing things just a religious study, they should make like a class, a subject called anti-corruption. If we can put that anti-corruption class as a must in all our schools, kids will grow up, they will learn it, and they must pass it. I think that can really help us a lot. Now, number two is this: if we can actually, Nigeria can come up with a corruption camp. The corruption that you had an experience with the working in the prison here before. You know, all these politicians that are taking our money, they can put them on the corruption camp. When they catch them stealing the money, then they send them to corruption camp. They can be there for the rest of their life, work in the construction to build our road. Carry them. Anybody that's a person will take them to corruption camp, put them there, let them live there for the rest of their life. And anybody, you see, Nigerians to be very smart. You know what they do? When they are investing in the money, they will use their friend's name, they will use their kid's name, their wife's name. What we do is this: any Nigerian, or more abroad, that whatever they have, asset they have, do not justify their income or their business income. There's a problem. Even when they are abroad, because most of these Nigerians are abroad, guess what? The politicians in Nigeria send money to them here. They buy houses here, buying street here. They not put in their name. Any Nigerian, let the net president declare asset declaration in Nigeria. All Nigerians home and abroad declare their assets, and they will declare for the past 30 years what they've been doing to get the assets. If they are doing business, it must be justified. So if we cannot be justify your asset, if you are abroad, you are not home, they will denounce them as a Nigerian, or they can come home and serve the corruption camp. Until
I think based on, first of all, you mentioned religion, that there should be like a religion, like a topic that there should be a part of a curriculum in the school called anti-corruption subject. That I think I could remember when we were growing up as a kid under my parents. We were taught how to behave in the public, in the society, that what belongs to you should be what you should take for yourself. Don't take what belongs to others. I remember, well, as a kid, maybe all these little petty thefts that we did that very time, like stealing pen, even stealing meat from your mama's pot. I remember that time they gather people like your mates, your little kids to sing for you, and you will be dancing. You feel ashamed. You feel ashamed. So because of that, you know that punishment is in place. They will beat you real good. Then they will call all those kids to sing for you and make you dance around the streets.
Yep.
Those punishments, they checkmate us. Anytime you want to steal meat from your mama's phone, you would think they might let you dance while little kids are singing for you, or your mates are singing for you. And in the society, in that community, when you are for the next 2 to 3 weeks, they will be making jest of you. They will be mocking you. So because of that, you think twice before you steal or before you do anything that will make such incident to happen.
Yep.
So what I'm saying is that, what I'm trying to tell us, I think moral values start from home. The parents they need to start teaching their kids how to behave in the society. So therefore, the problem of teaching at school will not really help.
Even the parents are corrupt. What will you do? The parents are corrupt. They use the corrupt money to send their kids to school.
Okay, now.
I mean, this is the point. How can you have, even as an environment? All right, we have our guests that have to leave. We do have more. We continue next time. Thank you very much, everybody.